Whew, what's up, Dragon Brood? How's it going? Hopefully you're getting to enjoy some Crimson Vow now that we're into the new season finally. After building all those decks and everything else, we're finally getting to play with them. And I have to say, thanks to those of you that are members on the YouTube channel, because y'all actually made the decision on what we're going to be playing in this video, and I think the next one, actually. So, yeah, if you want to have a say in that just for 99 cents, you can check that out and get to dictate what we're going to be doing here. Or maybe even have your deck featured here on the channel as we get into this season. Now, we are going to be playing some Rakdos Vampires, and there were a lot of new cards that came with this deck, or with this set. And, you know, some of them worked out way better than we anticipated. So these are going to be some fun games to watch, fun deck to play, and I don't even think this is the one way to build it, which is also cool. So let's hop right in and take a look at this Rakdos Vampires list. Okay, so the theme we decided to go with this, and by the way, any of you who watched the previous Rakdos Vampires video kind of already know what this deck list looks like, but we're going to go over it pretty quickly here. If you want the in-depth kind of review, I'll see if I remember to link the other video, and we can go like card by card and kind of dive into each choice a little bit more. So, I mean, because some people really want to know, so, you know, but I also don't want to rehash everything for all the regulars. But we are playing 3 Gift of Fangs, both as an aggressive card and a defensive card, which we like. Let's just skimp on removal a little bit. Playing 4 Falconwrath Pitfighter because it's a 2-1 for 1, and we're doing the aggressive thing. Playing 3 Voldaren Epicure because getting to ping an opponent and make a blood token is actually really nice, considering we have a lot of stuff that's going to care about those. Voldaren Bloodcaster, really cheap early flyer, can get you more blood tokens, and also start generating bats, which is kind of sweet. Cemetery Gatekeeper, this is really here just to kind of get some chip damage in. I don't really ever expect this to do more than like 4-ish damage per game, but it is a 2-1 first strike creature, and that's actually really good because it'll hold off some things on the defensive side. 3 Blood Tithe Harvester, I should say, and it's a 3-2, makes a blood token, lets you kill some stuff. No reason to really turn your nose up at this card. It's actually a pretty quality creature, honestly. Then Falconwrath Forebear. Debated on whether we want 4 of this. Possibly still do. But we're starting out trying out 3 for now until we see what the rest of the format looks like. But it does fly. Mostly the only reason we don't want 4 is because it can't block. But it does fly, let you create blood tokens, and can come back out of the graveyard, which is great because it combos with a few different things we're doing. Playing 3 Heroes Downfall as our, like, if you want to call it normal removal of choice. But it does let us kill creatures or planeswalkers, which is pretty sweet. 4 Nighthawk Scavenger. This is for a couple of reasons, but the lifelink is really nice. The Deathtouch is nice. It flies. It really just checks a lot of boxes for what we need, because we don't have much else that gains life except for this and 1 other card. So this actually helps when we're playing the Voldaren Estate that we need to take damage to play our vampires. Playing 2 Florians because getting free cards is good. I mean, no real explanation there, but it is a 3-3 first striker. Aja, Maid of Honor. I still think this is the correct one of 2 4-mana creatures to be playing in the deck right now. 4/5 for 4. Comes into play, it makes a blood token. You can pay 2, sacrifice a creature, or a blood token, drain your opponent for 2 life. You gain 2 life. Like, it's hard to beat this. Like, this will be responsible for winning some games on its own. And then we have 3 Immersturm Predator, because again, it's just hard to remove, and nothing wrong with playing it. Also, being able to remove things from people's graveyard, or even your own if you think somebody's going to do something to them or whatever, like, it's great. But being able to remove stuff from the graveyard will be important in the new standard. Then for lands, we're playing 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, 6 Swamps, 2 Den of the Bugbear, 3 Mountain, 4 Blightstep Pathway, 4 Haunted Ridge, and 2 Voldaren Estates. We did have a 3rd Voldaren Estate in the list initially, but I was trying to move my wild cards between things to be able to build a couple extra decks, and I didn't necessarily know how many rares I was going to end up with, so I just went with 2 for this. But we'll see by the end of the video if we want to do more than that or not. Anyway, as always, we're going to play the games, and we have a card spotlight, which hopefully you learned something from. Could be History or Magic, could be Story Time, could be MTG Finance. But you got to watch to find out. Alright, so opponent goes first. We've got a keeper hand. Yeah. This is a fairly aggressive hand with all the right cards, so sure. I'm curious to see how good Gift of Fangs is, because it can be... Oh, well, it might turn out to be really great right now. I guess I could attack and see if they're willing to trade. I doubt they are. But they could be. Are you? Because I wouldn't be sad if you do. That is a big negator. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. It's a 3-2. It should be able to fight most of whatever the opponent does this turn. And then next turn it could allow us to play multiple spells if you want. Like another Harvester plus Gift of Fangs to kill off the pack leader or something. There's a few different things we could do here. Alright. Opponent's giving this a long think, though. What are we going to get hit with? Oh, there's going to be a fight spell here? Oh, no, they're just learning it. There's going to be a lot of that today, as people have to learn cards. I'm sure I'm going to do it 4 or 5 times myself. Even though I've been looking at the cards and doing videos for a week already now. Till you play with them, a lot of stuff doesn't stick in your brain, you know? Okay. Good enough. Do I wish to trade? I think we do trade here, actually. Like, we can stay ahead in the life race. We can kill the 2-1 when we want. Ooh. This sort of changes things a little bit. Because if we can remove a creature from them... could we do enough? This only goes sideways if their next card is Chariot. Alright. I'm gonna... Oh boy, this is actually kind of tough. If this grows, it's going to become a 3-2, so we'd still be able to fight it. This would have first strike. I think, though... Man... I feel like I'm supposed to gamble here. Play this first. Let's attack. Let's play this. I'll remove that. Alright. And then let's just see. Alright. Oh, that's not one I wanted to see, though. Like, that one, of all the 4-mana things, that was not the one we wanted. Poop. Okay. Well, now I wish I had played this earlier, so I'd be able to kill that, because now it's going to be a problem. A very real problem. Yeah, this is not going to be cool. I don't want to play Anja yet, because there's not enough value. So, opponent's at 14, huh? Alright, I think I'm willing to... I mean, I could put this on the Cemetery Gatekeeper and attack. But then I just kill that off and they just kill this back, so that doesn't do anything. Alright. Guess we're going to do this. Get this into play. I have to take 2. And then, worst case scenario, we're setting up Anja to do some stuff later. And hopefully that's good enough. If not, this is going to hurt a whole lot. By the way, Ill-Tempered Loner, there you go. For those of you who don't know, it's a new card. Whenever it takes damage, it can deal damage to any target. And then on the backside, if any of your permanents take damage, this can deal that amount. Livia is very good one-year game. That's cool. You attack. I am not blocking, friend. Just letting you know. I am not interested. Not even a little bit. You can make that as big as you want. Get whatever bonus you want here. I don't care. I mean, they might shoot their own thing just to shoot one of our creatures, which is kind of amusing. Nothing? Alright. Go to 13. All right, here we go. How bad is it? Oh, that's actually the worst thing that could happen. Oh, that sucks. All right, oh well. Nothing I can do about it. Yep. And you get to kill off the Harvester. Well done, opponent. Yep. That was one of the worst things I wanted them to have. Alright. We're at 13. Those could come to for 3, 4, 5. Possibly more if they have that. You know what, though? I think we attack. I think I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. Ooh, please trade. I would not be sad about that. Alright. Okay, Anja, hopefully you're big enough to survive whatever silliness the opponent has in store for us. Alright, so Anja can pay 2 and sacrifice a creature or a blood token to drain the opponent for 2. They lose 2, you gain 2. The concern here, though, is if they have another Inscription of Abundance, that could be very, very bad. Though if they had one, they'd just use it here, because they'd pay the 5, and then just fight Anja and just kill off our Pit Fighter, right? So I'm going to assume they don't have that. And now, if they attack, they become a 4/4, but then blocking and trading would not do any good. Because we wouldn't even be able to block, really, if they had anything that pumped. Alright, opponent's thinking about doing something with this loner, which is very concerning. Yeah, I think we're just on the no-block plan. I mean, technically, if Anja lives, we could drain for 6, so there's no reason to throw it in the way. Well, we can drain for 4, actually. I'm a mana short to do more than that. Okay, they're just hitting us for 7, and they're dead, right? Attack for 6. Oh, no, I needed one more land. Damn, so close. Well, now what do we want to do? I mean, putting in Immerstorm Predator is pretty nice, obviously. We just have to be careful on not dying because the pack leader or the Avenger could take damage and just deal it directly to us. So we actually kind of want to block with the Pit Fighter if we block with anything. 6, 7. Man, why weren't you a land Immerstorm Predator? I mean, we can get 10 in. It's not really worth it. We could do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 that way too. So we have 10 damage, really. Alright. So the best I think we can do is just attack with Anja. And then we'll sit this back with no real intent of blocking with it. We really want to block with the Pit Fighter. Because otherwise I think we can die too many different ways. Randomly, this could also be like flung at us or something too. If they attack, pump it, and then fling it, like that's a thing, and we could die that way too. So their hand could be anything right now. We could die to a bunch of different cards. Alright, so here's the best part of what we're going to try to do. Hopefully they don't give this thing trample or something ridiculous. So we're going to block. Because if so, we could sacrifice it so we don't deal any damage to the Avenger. If the opponent's looking like they want to do something. Alright, here's gambling. I'm going to hope they don't have something that gives their thing trample. Because if they do and they can pump it, we just die. Ugh. This is a serious gamble here. Don't have it, please. Ah, they have a fight spell. Oh, okay, that's fine, if that's all that is. That's okay. That we can live with. Is that it? No blockers? Do you have it? Oh, they don't. That's it. Oh, that's a good one, too. Alright, let's see if we can safely get in there with Aja. Oh, looks like it. Aja might get the job done. Drain? Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Whoo! That was close. That was close. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna keep this just because it has some new cards I want to see. Oh, this battlefield is cool. Dude, the last time I saw one I thought that was this pretty was the Kaldheim one. But this is cool with all the, like, rose petal leaves everywhere and stuff. Like, this is cool. Like, this is a lot of fun. Oh, now let's draw a 2-mana thing. If we can draw a 2-mana thing and then just ramp up, that'd be great. Not that. But we do get to attack for 1, so there's that. We could also sacrifice one of these and draw a card if we wanted to. So maybe we get rid of Venom Stern Predator. I don't know. Because we do want to get to a 4th land at some point. I actually am going to use one of these. Because I have a feeling Hero's Downfall is only going to be moderately useful. Unless this is some quirky... Oh my gosh, this is bad. I was going to say... Spirit Stack or some such. Alright, well... We got nothing. Opponent also has nothing. Probably just a bunch of counters. Malevolent Hermits. There actually is a thing we could kill. Do we want to attempt to kill the Hermits? I don't have many things the Hermit can counter, though, so I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Would you like to trade for my Epic here? Like, that's definitely an upgrade for me. They said no. Alright, we're going to go with this, because this tends to be harder to deal with. Won't worry too much about... It's probably just going to get returned to our hand with Fading Hope, but... Yep, there it is. Nothing we can do about it, though, you know? Yep, take her too. I kind of want this Den of the Bugbear. Mostly because if I were to play Anja next turn, it'd be nice to have the mana to go ahead and activate it. But I also don't want this to get, like, countered by something simple. So let's go ahead and attack. I'm curious what type of deck they're playing here, honestly. I don't really know what's going on. Because part of me is tempted to go ahead and just play Aja. But if you got a counter, you got a counter. I can't dodge it. If it's like divide by 0, yeah, I was going to say, like, that's less of a problem, I guess. I mean, I assume the opponent's just, at this point, playing some boring blue-white control deck. Yep, you have a teachings. You have some teachings. Yeah, I'm not blocking. I mean, if we're in a racing situation, I'll play the racing game, I guess. Suspicious Stowaway. That we might actually try to kill. This card is also interesting. Wow, okay. They're also not playing the typical control deck, because why would you be playing Stowaway? So many questions. And I don't think I have the right answers. Which sucks, because I actually now also want Imastern Predator in play. Yeah, well, What are we trying to do? Because I'm like, even if they play a sweeper next turn, then I play the Image Storm Predator, and that's probably fine. And then if I'm concerned about a sweeper, I should be removing a sorcery instead of an instant. Alright. I mean, if we're racing, we're racing. If you get me, you get me. I love the little cemetery thing there. Alright, let's see what's up. If you attack, hopefully you forget I have first strike. Because I will block. But yeah, I have no idea what the opponent's up to right now. Because honestly, there's an argument to be made that I could have just played the Emberstorm Predator when they didn't have a chance to counter or anything. But like, I truly don't know what their deck's doing. I still don't know what their deck's doing. Like, I see cards. I have no idea what's happening at all right now. The good news is they'd have to triple block the Cemetery Gatekeeper here to get any real value. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and just do this. And we're just gonna attack. I mean, if you chump block some things, you chump block some things. I can discard a card too, and we'll just let that trade. We're not worried about that. I'm fine killing their stuff off. I mean, obviously they get to make a blocker for Emberstorm Predator and all that, but that's okay. Boom, take 2 damage then. I am okay with that. And they don't even get to scry for their troubles. That could start being a little bit annoying. If we're being real. That could be a little problematic. You do have to draw and discard. Alright, we're still at 14 though. I'm not that concerned about these proceedings currently. So I say if we attack, they'd either have to double block here or block with their Geist. Like, yeah, sure. And then I think we just play Aja? I mean, I don't know. If we play a Mr. Predator, we can block the Geist. Assuming they don't have another thing. But if they have something to bounce that, they're going to take another 2. So we're probably better off just doing this in case, for whatever reason, they do actually still have a sweeper. Because if we can get them down to 2 life anyway, we can just play Anja. She comes into play, makes a blood token, and then we just sacrifice it. So yeah, let's see what you're up to, opponent. What's that last card? I mean, they get to attack, draw, and discard, so like that's a thing. They could also possibly not play a card and then flip. I don't know if that helps them, though, with them being at 5, but you never know. Alright. Sure. Seems weird to put the... They must have a plan, because I'm like, why are you putting counters on the Benevolent Geist when it'd be better to just put it on the Stowaway, I would think. Valkmira. Okay, that still doesn't change anything. Sure. Still a bit confused by what's going down right now. Alright, opponent's at 5. So it means our Voldaren Epicure doesn't really do anything. We could still attack with the Gatekeeper. It just means we have to put all of our damage on one thing to kill something off. But we're kind of okay with that in a way. Or, yeah, I think that's what we do. Actually, let me think about that. Because we would force them... Well, not really. They could let that through and just take 1. and go to 5. But I don't think we care about that. Okay. I'm trying to think about what would we care if they get back here. Probably just a Fading Hope. Obviously, they're going to block with the Malevolent Geist, right? No, they're not. What? Why would you not block, opponent? Okay, well, I guess that's game. Aja to the rescue again. Yep. Good deal. Okay, we're keeping it, but we know this could potentially backfire. But, you know, risk it for the biscuit. Oh, against... Oh, I was going to say, if it was typical mono green, this was actually about to be really bad. Yeah? Yeah. Actually, hold on. If that's the case, can we get by playing this first and then just trade that? I mean, they could pump it or something. Who knows? But, I mean, we get a point of damage in. We get a Blood Vial token. A Blood token. I don't know why I'd like calling a Blood Vial token. But if they attack, I'll trade. I would gladly trade for a 1-1 for a 1-1. Also cool that we have a first striker. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the graveyard yet, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of hoping they'll attack and we can trade. Alright. Because if not, we'd get a lot less value. With our luck, they're going to Snakeskin Veil, right? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they? Okay. What's the plan here? Okay, so... The problem here is we're in a situation where we kind of have to play Blood Vial Harvester so that we could still... Oh, that wouldn't work either, though, because we need 2 red. Got a hand where I need more red mana than black mana. So really, whatever we play first here doesn't matter greatly. Alright, so let's do this. Also, if there's a removal card, it kind of entices that to die, so maybe if they're doing something like Finn or whatever, we have a chance to kill Finn with this the following turn. But who knows, they might just have, like, Blood on the Snow or something here. Or not Blood on the Snow, but Blizzard Brawl. Access Tunnel. Target creature with 3 or less can't be blocked. Alright. Alright, sure, I'm a Huckleberry. I mean, here it comes again, right? Oh, they had a grass. Well, why wouldn't you just done that first? I mean, I guess just see if we would block. Interesting decision. Okay. So if we play 2 things here, we would have fodder for the Imishter and Predator next turn. So let's go ahead and do this. And this. Okay. I wanted to play the 4-bear here, but I don't quite know what the opponent's doing. I thought they might have been doing just a heavy Deathtouch into Finn sort of situation, but that's not what we're seeing just yet. It's a lot of removal cards and a Blight Blade, so it doesn't really tell me much. Okay, that's another Deathtouch creature. So now the flyers get to come into play and do things. Alright, so let's go ahead, lean on our big flyer here. And kill something, keep me from getting some bonus with my Predator. I could actually sacrifice this and kill one of those, but I don't think I'm going to. Might be more beneficial as Predator defense. Also, if our Predator connects, we could sacrifice a Pit Fighter. Or actually discard a Pit Fighter. And see if maybe that turns into something for us. Alright, not bad, not bad. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, if they play something big here, we will likely just use the Blood Tide Harvester to kill something. It can remove something. X is equal to twice the number of Blood Vial tokens, or Blood tokens we have. I keep saying Blood Vial. I think this is the picture. But, yeah. Gives us options. Ranger class. Great. That's awesome. Well, that's not true. They could have another Snakeskin Veil. But we will try to kill Finn anyway, because, you know, makes the most sense to do. Okay, well, let's see if we successfully get to kill Finn first. That's kind of step one, I think, here. Alright, we did get that part off. So that's a load off our mind a little bit there. We'll go ahead and attack because they don't have any flyers. We will remove the Finn to make sure they can't get it back. Opponent goes to 11. We'll play this. And another blocker. And in the turn. Alright, so we've got 8 in the air next turn minimum. Right? Because we'll get 5 from the Predator, 3 from the Forebear. We can also cycle through a couple of cards with the blood tokens. So, we're in a decent spot here. Opponent has 2 cards, completely unknown to us. They could be anything as far as I know. Alright, that's good. That reduces what they could be. They still have access to 4 mana here, though. So they could level up the Ranger class the rest of the way if they wanted. Nope, they're just going to play a second Ranger class. Possibly level that one too, though. They're not, though. Why would you not level the other one? What are you hoping to do here? I'm very curious. We take 3, we go to 14. That doesn't even come close to killing us, but we don't really get to attack through because those would just trade. So it's not really beneficial to us unless we just want to make them sacrifice their wolves. This is actually kind of a weird situation. I think I'm just going to take 3. Worst case scenario, instead of blocking 3, they'll block 4 or 5 next turn, so that seems reasonable. And they're not doing anything with the mana. Okay. Alrighty then. Go to attack. Interesting. Is this really nothing? Alright, our flyers are just too much, I guess. More Blood Vial tokens. I guess we discard the other Forebear, because I don't think that's going to help us. And I could wait to do this, but if we were to find another quality card, I at least want to consider it as an option. Plus, we discard this, we can also get this back during the opponent's end step if we wanted to. Ooh, Voldaren Blood Vial. Okay. Alright. That's cool. I'm into it. Oh, Arena, you should have let me spend a life. That's my fault. Because if I had this up, during the opponent's end step, I could sack 2 blood tokens and I'd be able to get it back into play. But we should be okay anyway. I don't see a way they're going to deal with 3 flyers here. Or really 2 are the important ones. Maybe they have more fight spells or something. Nope, Deadly Dispute. Okay. That's a good reason to not have spent that mana last turn. They have a lot to deal with here, though. And we could get Forebears back as well. Because when we have something die, we'll get a blood token. So even if there was a sweeper of some sort, we'd be able to protect the Immersturm Predator, and yeah. Alright, that's unblockable, sure. This feels like a turn where they're just getting a Spite attack in at the end, and it's not really going to do much else. Sort of what this feels like. Alright, that resolves. Yep. Sure. You get a big attack in. I guess just makes themselves feel good. I don't know what's going on. GG's, I guess. Flyers all the way. Alright. Flyers got it done that time. Cool. Weird. But we are gonna... are we gonna keep it? I think we're gonna mulligan this, actually. Okay. This is at least better. I don't know if we need 3 Epicures, but at least this is stuff we can do early. Alright. Not knowing what we're up against, let's just go ahead and get a 2-1 down. And if they shoot it, they shoot it. Because there's a good chance they might. Yep, they had to play with fire. Guess I should have hit him with an Epicure. Alright, just an adversary? I say just an adversary, like that's not going to get it done right now. I'm going to go ahead and lead with this. Hoping we find another red land so we can play like 2 things next turn. But we're missing mana, so we're probably going to end up very far behind in this fight, as things are. Come on, red land. Oh, not it. But not a bad choice, though. I'm gonna... You know what? I should just do this now. Because there's a chance. Come on, bingo. Nope, missed. I love the fact that it at least gave me cycling, so I like got the opportunity to try. We missed, so it sucked, but you know, we at least got to try. Alright. Yeah, we'll block. Take 3. Ah, dang it. That sucked. Yeah, we're dead now. I mean, unless the opponent's hand's just like all land and nothing else. Like, I mean, I can't see how we're going to win from here. This is probably going to be very bad. Oh, sorry. Got my windows all off, so my volume changed there. Alright, oh, and they left it on top. That's usually not a good sign. Alright, we'll go to 8. No blocks. Come on tap land. Let's go. I mean, it could be worth killing that. I was going to say to keep us from cycling our hand and getting something better. This... Well, I mean... The only way we're really going to get to kill that dude... Make a 3/3. Hope it survives. Alright, play with fire. We go to 6. Good news is we're not dead. They put a card on the bottom. We can block and trade. They did not want to allow us to do that. No! Oh, no. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. GG's. Like, that's not even good. But the first time we lost is because we didn't draw mana. Dun, 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 dun. This is a hand we have to keep, obviously, right? Because we'll turn 1 Epicure, turn 2 Harvester. If we're lucky, turn 3 Forebear. I don't know if that's going to happen. Well, it might now. Take a damage, opponent. How you like that? And they probably don't seem to care about a point of damage. Are you people really going to open the season playing dragons and trying to take all the turns? What fun is that? Alright, they didn't play anything on turn 1 or 2, and they didn't foretell anything. That's very awkward. Oh, you have that thing. Okay. Sure. Well, knowing they have a Fallen Hope, or Fading Hope, that's not great. But you know what? We're going to attack these anyway. I'll say feel free. Then we will probably just play the Blood Vial Purveyor. Just be as mana efficient as we can here. And then this is also, if it dies, we have a chance of getting it back, so probably the safest thing to throw out there. Another Wandering Mine? Of course. Why wouldn't you? Alright, well, they've got all the removal that they could possibly want. What do we do here? I mean, no matter what we play is getting bounced by the Fading Hope, right? We just accept that. So we could... Maybe we just play Harvester here. Oh, they're actually going to bounce the Forebear. Interesting. Okay. It's not really what I thought they were going to do. But alright. I'm into it, I guess. A little bit peculiar. Do I want to make sure I have an extra black mana or an extra red mana? Probably black to activate the Forebears. And then we just pass? I mean, they don't have a second red for a dragon? Oh, that's actually really nice for us. We'll just get a Forebear back during their end step. Doop, doop. We back. We could do Florian. Florian probably gets countered here, though, right? Alright. Oh, it didn't. What? Ooh. Ooh. Well, now. I guess we just take land. That was highly unexpected. I guess I'll do this. If you got a sweeper, you got a sweeper. Let's see it. We'll just get a Predator out, and then we'll have access to a Forebear to protect it. Iteration. Okay. What are we going to do? Shacklegeist. Well, we have an answer for a Shacklegeist. Our Gift of Fangs will give it -2/-2. Alright. You get to tap a thing. Wait, did it not tap it? Oh, I guess it tabs and untaps because it's our turn. Got a second Gift of Fangs, so we get 2 shots at this. 1 shot's all we needed. And we're going to get to see a lot of cards. We'll take Aja. Right? That's got to be the answer here. We'll play this because we can protect it. Yeah, I don't know what they do here other than try to rattle off a bunch of turns. We're not afraid of that, dude. What? I mean, we block? I mean, I guess I don't even have to block, really. But, sure, I'll block. Why not? We'll sack this, I guess. I mean, they're only at 5. Remove a Fading Hope. Okay. Okay, so they're just making sacrificial plays here. Game's over. Alright, attacking. Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, definitely are not keeping this. This one we will keep, though. This is an interesting start. Let's see where this goes. I'm kind of intrigued with this hand. And they're going to foretell something. No, they're not going to foretell something. Okay, well, let's get in there. It gets a bounced. Okay, sure. Got another one? They do not. This is kind of the matchup, too, where we're hoping this would be very good. The problem is I don't have a second red here, so I can't really do what I want to do. So I think our plan is play another one of these. And just play this. And apparently they have nothing to do about it. Alright. Now the good news here is, because we have two of these, if they do happen to sweep the board, these will both trigger. So we'll end up getting 6 blood tokens, which would be pretty sweet. I don't know what we'll do with 6 blood tokens, but they would exist. So there's that. The fun part is we have flyers, so those 1/1s don't really matter to us much in the grand scheme of things. What do we do with this? I have a feeling that is finally their Doomscar, which would be appropriate. We can get in for 2. Or I could just play this and get in for 6. Maybe force the opponent's hand. I'm tempted to use this and discard the Hero's Downfall, but the reality is we probably want it to be able to kill a Leer, because we know that's coming at some point. I'm just debating if I want to use the Gatekeeper or not to remove a Sunset Revelry if we do assume that is a Doomscar, so that we get 2 more damage in. I just don't know if getting 2 more damage in is worth it there for the trade-off. Because if we do draw a red land, we could just play both of these next turn. So I'm just going to end the turn here. And if they have it, they have it. Alright, well, they don't have it yet. They could Field of Ruin us, obviously, to make sure they have their white next turn. So either way, it's gonna come soon. But us missing some land drops here did not help us. That is for certain. Yep. No surprise. Yeah, sure, we'll get some red mana. Why not? Alright, so we have to assume the sweeper's going to happen next turn. I feel that is a relatively safe assumption. Okay, so we found the mana we wanted. Alright, let's see if we get to connect with these. I mean, 6 damage is 6 damage. I ain't gonna turn my nose up at it. Oh, is this something else? No, it's Faithful Mending. Alright, I mean, we could just exile the Faithful Mending for sport. Though I'd rather just get the 2 damage off of them, probably. Alright. I mean, we could get lands as well, by the way. Now if they discarded lands. We can do that later. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, sacrifice this. Sack this duder. discard that. So if we get stuff we don't like, we'll actually have blood tokens we can... Well, speaking of which... I was about to say, I have blood tokens we can use to cycle away some things, but here we are. I'm probably only going to cycle away the swamp, though. Oh. Is it Teferi? Oh, you can still untap a land, though, here. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, alright. Yeah, because I can still untap a land in Doomscar. No, they're just going to look at the top 3. So what is that? Is it actually an Epiphany or something? So strange. Weird. Yeah. Okay, I've been playing around a card that apparently doesn't exist. So awkward. Okay, that might matter. I am at a loss. I don't know what's happening right now. Not even a little bit. I mean, I'm even tempted just to attack the opponent here. But I mean, if we activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant, I mean, they can still double block it, I guess. That doesn't really matter. Alright. We'll do this and this, I guess. I mean, if you have a Teferi, you get to keep your Teferi. Nope. Alright. Well, hell, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. Don't even have a counter for that. Like, what's going on? Yeah, sure. I mean, we at least hit the opponent for one with that one. I mean, here I'm just thinking, like, you sweep, we protect the Predator, we get a bunch of Blood Vial tokens, I attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant and the Predator. I mean, that's going to be more than lethal. Unless that's... I mean, maybe it is Epiphany. I don't know. Nope, it's a Doomscar. Alright. You know what, y'all? I just realized I goofed up. Like, I actually could have... Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered much. I was thinking I could have done what I just did. Sacrifice that. That makes the 2 Blood Vial tokens. I could have sacked this to make 2 more during the last attack step. This would have turned into a 3/3, and I would have turned one of these into a bat. And then I would have actually been able to get in for a couple more points of damage than I actually got. But, irrelevant now. Just a thought that I had. Just strategy for the future, if you see it come up for you. Alright, I have infinite Blood Vial tokens. I don't know what the opponent's plan is here. I don't even, honestly, I'm not even sure what I want to remove with the Gatekeeper. Really. Because taking sorcery or instant seems relevant here. I think I'm just going to attack with Predator. I don't think we're going to do anything else. They left 4 mana open. They've got 2 cards. Do you seriously have nothing? I mean, I can't believe this is an actual situation. Really? No. Wow. Alright, I mean, I guess we try. I mean, you're not countering anything else. I guess we just call Sorcerer. We get Revelry, because that's the most annoying thing, I guess, if they were to get a Leer. Do we just try this? I don't even know if we do anything. Opponent's at 2. I'm trying to think, what can you even draw here that matters? I mean, you won't be able to block this if you spend your mana to do that. I mean, maybe you draw cards here during our end step. I think I'm just going to cycle through some stuff with the blood tokens, honestly. Yeah, alright. Maybe I could have played a second creature to somehow keep Predator alive if they had 2 ways to kill it or something, but I couldn't think of much. Oh, Deluge. Alright, that's fair. Not sure what the opponent's goal is here, though. We took the relevant cards from their yard. And if they cast a sorcery, they die. Because they're only at 2. Well, you did. Alright. Well, there you go. I know some people are really eager to see vampires in action, and it does work. The deck's actually playable, does what you want. The cards interact well. There's a lot of synergy between them, so there's really not much to complain about. The only thing I would say is maybe consider getting an extra 4-bear into the list, and I might even go up to 4 Voldaren Estates if you have the rares to supplement that. Just the convenience of being able to have all your colors whenever you want it is so nice, and it's hard to turn your nose up at that. But the blood tokens giving everything cycling effectively worked out great. Being able to get the 4 bears back out of the graveyard was awesome. Just everything worked well together. I was very impressed with it. So we'll see. I'll probably get some more games in with this on stream at some point. And speaking of which, remember to check out the links to the streams down below if you want to come be part of this or ask questions or learn some things, or who knows, maybe get to see stuff before it appears here on the channel. Now, for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about one Tarmogoyf. This card was actually once time like a Stone Cold killer and was up to, I want to say like $160 at one point way back when, but it's since been reprinted I think 3 times and a promo or something, so it took a while for the card to come down in price. But the reason I bring it up is at one point you were able to get Tarmogoyfs in the like, I want to say in like the $30 range. They're actually starting to creep up to the $50 range in a lot of places now. So if you're considering playing these as we get back to playing some more tabletop stuff and you need them for a modern deck or something, maybe now is the time to pick them up, because with them having so many printings already, I don't know when they're going to be printing Tarmogoyf again. So wouldn't be bad to scoop up some if you need them. Actually, I wanted to hop back in and do a little bit of clarity here. Like, you can still find Tarmogoyfs in the $25 to $30 range. However, you're seeing more movement in the older ones, which tends to mean that once those start creeping up, the other versions are going to start creeping up. So if you want to get newer versions of reprints cheaper, it's still possible, but you want to get them now before they increase in price. Now, as always, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links, like I said, to our Facebook stream, our Twitch stream, and to our Discord. If you want to come by, hang out, ask questions, learn about the metagame as it's developing, all that can be done there. Also, don't forget, I do have the memberships on the channel if you want to have some input around here. And I have a new fun channel, PowrDragn Reviews and Reacts, where I'm sharing all kinds of fun things, reviewing foods from around the world and just trying different things. So if you want to check that out, that's there too. Otherwise, you all know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.